Hello everyone, I'm Alex. Today I want to show you the books I'm reading on these days for learning and having inspiration. 4 books and 3 of them I stole from my mom's library. So let's start with the first. Is by Leonardo da Vinci, Il Trattato della Pittura. I think in English it's called Treatise of Painting. It's a posthumous reconstruction of Leonardo da Vinci's annotations and theories on technical and practical aspect of painting. And Leonardo really explored every aspect of painting. For example, the first note is if is painting science or not, or even who despise painting do not love philosophy or nature. Sorry for my translate, but this book is in a ancient Italian, so in my mind first I translate in Italian and then in English. Anyway, after these notes there's one about how the painter is lord of all sorts of people and all of things. And then there's notes about poetry and poets compared to painters, and this is fascinating because from this we can see how poets were important during Leonardo's time. In fact, after we can read notes about some music and musicians, sculptor, etc. And there's many other notes about how study painting, how student must be study painting, anatomy, colors, fabric, light and shadows. And if you are interested, maybe I can make a specific video about. Let me know down in the comments. It's assumed that the author of the reworking was the hero of Leonardo, Francesco Melzi. So thank you, Francesco. And the amazing thing about the Trattato is that every note and advice is applicable and very useful for the artists of this time. So I think it's really interesting and occasion for learning from one of the most important artists of the human history. The second book is a small book about the Venetian Renaissance painter Giovanni Bellini. The styles of Bellini are important for the artist's history. He combines the metaphysical plasticism of Piero della Francesca and the human realism of Antonello da Messina with the chromatic, strong, typical of the Venetian paints. And he also has influenced by Andrea Mantegna, Florentine Renaissance. Mantegna influenced him about expressing the faces, the expressiveness, the emotional strength, the landscape in the background. In fact, I like this book because there's a sort of zoom of the detail of some painting. Look at the expression, how interesting are. The background, the landscape, the beauty of this angel. And the next book is a book that I was obsessed when I was a child. I often flipping the pages, admiring the illustration and the colors, and then, I don't know why or how, I totally forgot about this book, and I remember only a few days ago and I was, oh my god. I mean, look at these colors and how interesting are the composition of the illustrations. And I'm fascinated again by this illustration, and I want to look for other books illustrated by Nicole Claveleux. And that's it. The title of this book in Italian is Rosa, ebriza. So this can be an inspiration for me, even if I'm not a child anymore. And the last book is one that I bought some days ago Dune, it's a very important book for me and one of my favorites. I'm very impressed by the movie recently released, impressed about the aesthetic, the direction, the general realization of this movie. I left the movie theater satisfied and moved. Generally, I think that cinema, movie, is always interesting for inspiration and an occasion for learning, even if you are a watercolor painter. That doesn't matter. Everything can be an inspiration and occasion for learning something. Of course, for me, this book is also a book about something that I love, but can be also a nice book for having on the library. The book inside have many images about concept art and how the film was creating, and even the page have a different texture sometimes. So I think it's a really nice book for a good price. I'm just happy to have this on my library right now. So that's all. If you like the video, maybe I can do another one in the future. Thanks for watching this video. Ciao ciao.